Let's take a look at some different Boolean types. Now, Boolean types in general, pretty straightforward. We're really just talking about true, false, and null. But what you need to know is that we can actually provide different values to Postgres, tell it to treat it as a Boolean, and it will automatically convert these different values into true or false for us. So for example, we can provide a string of yes to Postgres. If we provide a string of yes and tell Postgres to treat it as a Boolean, it will be automatically converted into a Boolean value of true. Similar for the number 1, the string on, the string t, or the string y. Let's take a look at an example of this really quick. So back over here, I'm going to change this string to true, and then tell Postgres to turn it into a Boolean. If I run that, you'll see it gets turned into a Boolean value of true. I can also put in just t, still true. I could put in just y, which is short for yes, still true. We could put in a number of 1, still true, and I think you get the idea. Likewise, we could put in no, off, 0, f, or n, get that turned into false automatically. So if we put in a string of no, it goes to false, just f by itself, false, just n, false, just 0, false. Again, I think you get the idea. You might be curious why this is. Well, in the past, other databases and some different languages that we use to interact with databases have used a precedence of saying, rather than storing a Boolean value of true or false, they instead might just store a 1 or a 0. So this is kind of some backward support for other databases, support for other languages, or at least for other engineers coming into the Postgres world. Now, besides true and false, Boolean values or Boolean type columns can also store a value of null, which essentially means, well, we don't know. There's no value here. Not true, not false. Null is its own separate value. We've seen null once or twice throughout this course, but we really haven't had a big discussion on it. We will talk more about null in due time, but for right now, we just need to understand that we can also put in null here, and that gets turned into null, which is, again, not true, not false. Okay, so Boolean, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Let's take a look at our last data type in the next video, which is going to be handling date and time values.